Hi guys, and welcome back. This is actually a second part to the Halloween Oracle, or a reading that I'm doing with the Halloween Oracle. I'm not sure what I'm going to name the video, but this is the second part, and I will link the first part in the description box below. I had to go ahead and delete some footage, ran out of time, so we're back and we're going to start where we left off, which is here with the 7th card, and this is the attitude position. This is the position of the attitude, or the way that you see the situation or the message that's being delivered to you. So I'm going to set this card right here so you guys can see it. And this card, actually it translates, I had said in the first part that it was the Lady of Death, but it's Lady of the Dead. And it says here in the guidebook, the iconic Lady of Death with a pale skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween and the Mexican Day of the Dead. So this card is about the equality of death and how death takes all of us. No matter how rich or beautiful or powerful, death will take us. And this could be of maybe like a hopeless attitude, or it could possibly be one of the opposite, feeling unequal or maybe better than. It's about letting go of material things. Again, suggesting authenticity. Material things also can represent, the beauty and fame, money, power, and also literal material things. For me, material things, obviously material things are money and electronic devices and cars and things of that sort, but beauty and fame and power, those are also things that we really need to learn to let go of. We need to simplify and let it go. So again, this card is, pointing, like I said in the first part to this, it's pointing to all of these cards, your first, your second, your third, it's pointing to being authentic, being your true self, okay? Because we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die, no matter what. Life is going to end. And yeah, you want to make the best of it, but you want to be your true self while making the best of it, okay? And then for the 8th card, this is your environment, and this is the spider card. It represents community and web weaving, okay? So this is about, community. This can be family and community, either controlling us or supporting us. It's about needing a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. You could be giving too much, or you could not be giving enough. Sometimes when we give too much, again, going back to the Lady of Death, when we give too much, we really diminish on the inside, okay? And, the Lady of Death also talks about hiding our dying, and that goes along with invisibility. Again, hiding who we are, hiding our talents, hiding our truth, hiding our dying, hiding our sickness, hiding our true selves. And, then our environment over here, we have a community and family who are either supporting us and loving us, or they're controlling us, or they're unsupportive. And that's where I think that this fear comes in with the skeleton card right here. Okay, so this represents your hopes, dreams, and fears. This is about strength, and it's about showing vulnerability. It's a brave action. Showing vulnerability is a brave action, yet it's very frightening. And so I think that this is a lot for whoever this message is resonating with. I think that this is a fear as well as your hopes and dreams. Okay, you have this fear of showing who you truly are. You have this fear of being vulnerable because it's very frightening. It's, like I said, it's a brave action, but it's very frightening. And so I think that you have this fear of being vulnerable, yet it's your dream to be able to be vulnerable, your dream to be authentic, and for the, for this community to support you, okay, and to agree with you, and so that you can be who you truly are. And so I think that you have that fear of being authentic, but also that dream of being authentic. And it says, by showing our true selves and our vulnerability, we can seek and receive greater understanding. Again, that goes with, the spider community and web weaving. We can gain the community's understanding. We can gain our family's understanding better if we show vulnerability. So I think there's that fear of being misunderstood, the fear of being authentic, the fear of being vulnerable, and because of that fear, we become invisible. So this suggests that we ask for help, we ask for support, because it's there. I mean, this card is showing us that it's there. This is your environment card, okay? Your environment is a community of supportive people, even if there are some that are controlling and unsupportive. I'm really getting that this is a community of supportive people, and it's really just your fear of being vulnerable that's holding you back. So that brings us to the last card, which is the werewolf card. And I think I mentioned in the first one that the dawn card over here, in the dawn card, it talks about how like magical beings such as werewolves had to return to their true state or their true selves by dawn. And what I think's going on here is that we're having this fear of being our true self, because our true self, okay, the werewolf represents exploring wildness, okay? And I think that that's what you want. You want to be your authentic self, and your authentic self is telling you to explore wildness, to be, to be connected to nature, okay, and free. But yet you have this other part of you that's civilized and has to be civilized. And this really challenges you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature, okay? So it's learning to become who you are and being supported for it, but also civilized without becoming invisible. Okay? So I think that's what the message is here. I think that someone here is struggling with who they are for whatever reason, struggling to maybe to either to admit, okay, either to admit to the community. Maybe that's where this, the Hearth card came in upside down, possibly. Maybe there's an issue with that within the family, with a part of who you are. Maybe you live in a culture or religion that doesn't support a wild behavior, or like a hippie lifestyle. That's kind of how I like picture, not the werewolf in general, but in this situation, that's kind of what I'm picturing, like a kind of like a hippie, very grounded, earthly kind of person that's just very free-spirited and just doesn't feel supported. It could also be a more, more playful and rageful, like werewolf type of energy. It could be that as well. But again, that's what I'm gathering from these cards. And so that, I hope that you guys were able to get either some sort of message from the cards, or at least were, interested in the meanings of them specifically. And so I've gotten all those cards out of the way now by doing this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to start tomorrow with our 12th card, because these are 10 cards here and I already did one. So we will start tomorrow with the 12th card. And if I'm not able to do an actual video, I will make sure that I at least upload a picture of it with an explanation of what the card represents and what the message could be from the card itself. So, I'm actually so tired. Kids are getting ready to come home from school. Well, my daughter is getting ready to come home from school. So I'm going to clean this up and figure out what we're doing for dinner and start uploading these videos. I've got 2 to upload now. Again, like I said, check out the video, the part 1 in the description box. If you did not check that out yet, you want to get the first half of this reading. And again, like I said, like the video, share it, and subscribe if you are not one of my subscribers yet. And if you haven't even checked out my YouTube, make sure you do so. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful Friday. See you soon.